Hello, my wonderful Scorpio. Welcome to your December 2017 tarot reading. I wanted to thank all of you for your wonderful comments, for sharing my videos, giving it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the reading. Being able to respond to your comments and things like that is just wonderful. I also wanted to let you know that I have a special going on for private and confidential readings, and the link is below in the description area if you're interested. So let's take a look. I'm going to do a Celtic Cross reading, slightly modified Celtic Cross, and we're going to look at sort of life purpose, goals, careers, dreams, that whole area. You know, we're coming into, it's December, we're getting towards the end of the year, and it's a really good time to kind of look and do a check-in, see if we're where we want to be, if we're doing what we really feel called to do, that kind of thing. So let's see, Scorpio, what's going on in December. Is there something that will help you to feel that you are doing what you want to be doing, that you're on track, or is there things that will help you to get there? Okay, let's see what we've got. Okay, so Scorpio, we're starting out with the Five of Wands, and so for some of you coming into December, there's definitely been a situation that's going on, perhaps in the workplace, in terms of what you've been working towards, and there's been some disagreement, dissent, perhaps certainly a challenge. Wands are very much connected to the element of fire, but they're also connected to our authentic self. And so in terms of you being where you want to be, you feeling fulfilled, there's been something that's sort of been at cross purposes, and it may be someone that you're working with, it may be someone in your life that isn't supporting you, and you know, you can see that they're sort of standing side by side, but the wands are crossed. And so, you know, you're getting an indication here, Scorpio, that that this situation is having an effect on you, and it's perhaps limiting you in some ways. Maybe it's a manager or someone that has some input into what you're working on, and there's been some disagreement, and maybe not the support that you need to succeed. So let's see how we can kind of turn that around. What can Scorpio do to kind of deal with this situation? Maybe this person, not a situation. So it can be hard sometimes, working with different people, and they just don't get who you are or what's important, and that can make life challenging. So let's see what's going on. Okay, so you've got the Nine of Wands. So Scorpio, you've been working for quite some time towards what's important to you, to being where you want to be, and this challenge is affecting your ability to step right into that, to really manifest that, to be able to feel, to be able to succeed, to be able to share all of your gifts. And so this situation is having an impact on your self-confidence and your ability to really sort of let your own light shine. So let's see what else we've got here. So that's kind of the challenge you're facing. You do have, you've been working hard. You have a lot to share. And this situation, whether it's a group dynamic or an individual in particular, is definitely holding you back. So let's see what we've got. Okay. You've got the Traveler. Okay, so something that is going to help you is a new beginning. So this is going to take a bit of a leap of faith for you. And so Scorpio, there's an opportunity that you need to be investigating and perhaps look at in order for you to really move into where you want to be and do what you want to be doing. You know, when we really are connected to our life purpose, when we're doing what we are meant to do, when we're doing what we love to do, that's the feeling of being able to let your own light shine, about being able to really step into it. And right now you're being blocked from that. So there is going to be a new opportunity for you, and we're going to get some clarifying cards here, but I really think that there's a change afoot. So be open to it, be looking for it, and start considering if maybe, you know, a change is really what you need in order to be where you want to be. So let's see what else we've got. Okay, one of your strengths is the card strength. So something that is important to you is integrity, truth. The dragon is very much about honor. And you have an inner strength. You're connected to your core beliefs, and that is really, really important to you. And so if what's going on is affecting that, so, you know, and that can be in terms of, it can be as simple as working for an organization, and the way they manage the business goes against something that is core to who you are, to what you believe in. It can have real detrimental effects on how you feel about what you're doing, where you're at, where you're going. The best way for me to sort of describe that is that at one point in my life where I was managing a call center, and I'm an empath, and I'm intuitive, and I am very much concerned about people and helping them. And I found myself in a job where I was looking after credit and collections. Okay, couldn't find a worse fit ever, because the job itself was totally against, and the things that I needed to do was totally against who I am. And so, Scorpio, you're being reminded that you need to stay connected to who you are in whatever it is you're working at and doing. And if that isn't going on, you're not going to be happy. You're going to have to make a change, okay? And so I think that's why the Traveler card has come up. So if that's the case for you, it's time to be looking at something new. Because sometimes individuals and sometimes situations, or, you know, work philosophies, or the type of work that you're doing really isn't connected to what you want to do with your life. And so you're kind of being asked to look at that and see if it's time for a change, okay? And it may be that it's not a huge change, but it may be a transfer. It may be just looking at things different, or maybe taking on a different role that is going to be more connected to who you are, okay? And you're being reminded, because strength is, you know, it came into that position that is about your strengths, is that you have the ability to do these things. You have the ability to follow your dreams. And you have that inner strength that's going to help you through any challenges that you come across. So, let's see what else we've got. You've got the Muse of Wands. So something to focus on is new ideas, new energy. You can see this is a fairy, and she's holding her wand, and her wings are really sort of furled up behind her. And the Muse is about inspiration and new ideas. And so this is coming, you know, after sort of near future with, you know, with a new opportunity and making a change, taking a leap of faith. And that if and when you do that, you're going to see things very differently. You're going to have the opportunity to shine your own light, for you to be connected to who you are. So, you know, sometimes change can feel scary, but really it can be the beginning of something really wonderful. Okay, so let's see what else. What else does Scorpio need to know about this in order to make December one that sort of is fulfilling and exciting and filled with the things you love? You've got the Protector of Cups, and so, You know, the Protector of Cups is very much like the knight in shining armor, and it's about you sort of feeling that there was a need to protect your feelings. So there may be a situation, you know, in terms of what's going on here, or something entirely different that may be a personal relationship, and you're being encouraged to step forward and to actually be more open with your emotions, to actually share how you're feeling, and that is, like I said, when sometimes we feel afraid about change and afraid about taking those steps, and it's very much encouraging you to talk about things from a place of compassion and to discuss how you're feeling. Okay, sometimes we think that people should know how we feel, and that's really not beneficial for us, or for the other person, and it's probably not fair for the other person either. So having conversations, talking about those feelings, if there's something that you felt that you've needed to protect because you were afraid, this is very much about recognizing that you have the strength to do that now. Okay, so what else is going on for Scorpio in December? The Muse of Swords, another muse. So this card is very much about encouraging you to look at things differently. It's about opening your mind to actually making decisions that are really for your greater good. And it's suggesting that you can see this sort of serene scene with the water, and the sword is rising up with answers. So in terms of making a decision for yourself in December, there's some encouragement here for you to find some quiet, some downtime, and allow yourself to reflect and connect. Swords are connected to our thinking mind, but the water is connected to emotions, to our feelings, and you've got both of those cards coming up. So the decisions that you're making and the things that you're going to be when you sort of speak your mind, you need to stay connected in both those areas, okay? Because that's really going to open, when we talk about the Muse, and you've got the Traveler card, you've got some real new opportunities for some exciting things to happen. So it looks like December could be a really interesting month with opportunity, with chances for you to certainly move away from this situation where you're not feeling connected to who you are, and that what you've been working on kind of goes against the core. It kind of goes against who you are and what you really want to be doing. Okay, Scorpio, I think there's another card here for you. Ten of Swords. Okay, so moving past this this situation with the Five of Wands is that you've had some in the past, you've had some difficult times, and I think that's why you've kind of been protective of your feelings. So there was a situation in the past that that you felt really that was really, really difficult. There was a lot of hurt feeling, and that's why you've sort of been protecting yourself, perhaps why you've been not ready to take the risk, to take steps forward. And so Scorpio, there's definitely a combination here of sort of life purpose, where you need to be in life and doing the things that really are important to you, as well as your heart and relationships. So both of those are kind of playing out for you in December, with some opportunities for you to actually move forward. And so the things that have been holding you back in the past, the things that, in the current situation that have been holding you back, won't have the same power if you're willing to look at things differently, if you're going to sort of embrace this opportunity and to actually step into it. I'm actually going to pull a card, an angel card for you, because I think that there's another message here that I'd like to share. And I just think it's going to give you a bit more clarification in terms of, how these two areas of your life are really connected to you to your life purpose, to where you want to be, both in terms of sort of doing what you love to do, and being and having your life filled with the love that that you so desire. And you've got the Ace of Earth, and it says in here that that there will be a flow of abundance coming your way, perhaps a promising business venture, and something that you need to look at as a new opportunity. And you can see this angel is sitting there, and there's this beautiful green light available. And you know, Earth, the element of Earth, and that is connected to Pentacles. It's connected to finance, and it talked about a business venture, which, you know, when we were looking at the beginning of the situation, that perhaps the work that you've been doing hasn't been fulfilling for you. And you know, in addition to that, I see that as you know, the Ace is very much about new beginnings, and so the choices that you make, looking at new opportunities, is going to bring you abundance in terms of things that are connected to your whole wellness as well. So I hope that December, that you're able to look at these things, and to that you're willing to look at new opportunities, new ways of looking at things, following your muse, to really recognize that being on your own path is way more important than following what other people think is important. I hope you have a wonderful December, and I look forward to connecting with you again real soon. Bye-bye for now.